Okay, Asia session done. Took one trade on Nikkei. Nikkei, no signal day on Nikkei. It's an inside day. Higher time frames are mostly bullish. Daily, weekly are bullish. Monthly breakout level is bearish. My bias is always the majority, so I have a bullish bias for today. Last week closed as a bearish fakeout week, broke out above previous week high and closed below. Here's the fakeout level. I'm bullish above, bearish below. Whenever I mark off those fakeout levels, I also take a look to see where the breakout levels are, because I'm overall bullish above this, overall bearish below. So remember, so whenever we fake out a previous peak, in this case, faking out the previous week high, that's the first sign of a reversal, but that reversal is not confirmed until price gets below the breakout level. So if you want to see how this looks like on the weekly time frame, and it's always a good idea to understand how these levels look like on one time frame. Faked out that previous bar. That's the first sign of a reversal, faking out a previous peak, but that reversal is not confirmed until it gets below that breakout level. So the other thing I can see about this is the last bullish breakout level is right here, and here is the last bearish breakout level. We're above both these levels, so overall I'm bullish on the weekly. So first thing that I do coming into my session, 7 a.m. Tokyo Market Open, first thing I look at is to see how the last H8 bar traded. Last H8 bar closed as an inside bar. I like looking at the H8 because each session, Asia, London, and New York, has its own H8 bar. So this is a quick way for me to see how the last session traded. Last two sessions traded as an inside bar. Whenever I see that, I extend the previous peaks, and that becomes the range. So if you've seen any of my videos, whenever I identify these ranges, you know that I don't like to trade until price gets to one of them. And so that was my first clue that I'd be waiting for a trade at one of these edges. Next thing I do is I look to see where my breakout levels are. I'm trading the daily levels here. So this is the daily breakout level, bearish breakout day. I'm overall bullish above, overall bearish below. And on the daily setups, my momentum time frame is the H8. Ideally, it's the H8, but I can also use the H4. But the ideal is the one on the left here, H8. So I look to see where the H8 breakout level is, and we are above it. So I have mixed bias here. And whenever I'm above this, above the momentum breakout level, my bias is more towards the H8 breakout level because lower time frames will reverse before the higher time frames. So whenever there's a reversal, the M5 will reverse before the M15. M15, you'll see that reversal before the H1, H1 before H4, and so on. So if the H8 is starting to reverse, then I have an idea that this market is reversing, but I'm still overall bullish above, overall bearish below this breakout level. So 7 a.m. Tokyo Market Open, those are the things I see, the H8 range and the H8 breakout levels. We break out above the H8 high. So this turns into a trend breakout. So we're completely bullish on the H8. And once we get above the daily breakout level, I'm overall bullish above this. We got above that weekly fake out level. So sells are no longer valid. I'm still bullish. We got above the previous day high level as well as that H8 range level. So price is overall bullish. We have so much bullish confluence here above this H8 breakout level, above the weekly breakout level, the last bullish one, and then above this last bearish one. So everything bullish to me. So I was looking for a continuation move to the upside. My setup on the daily requires the H8. This is a breakout, but my breakout setups require the H8 high to be close to that previous day high. My breakout setup is like this: previous H8 high breakout, previous day high breakout. They both need to be close to that previous day high. Was not the case. So whenever you trigger the previous day high, I take a look at the weekly, the daily time frame is my momentum time frame for the weekly. So I look to see if I had a weekly setup. In this case, I do. I have a fake out, breakout reversal, false breakout, fake out retracement, and triggering that previous day high right at that fake out level is the possible fake out continuation or a breakout, right? So here's a breakout reversal coming down below this that previous week high turns into a false breakout, retraces back up and triggering that previous day high If it stays below, it's a fake out continuation on the weekly. If it stays above, it turns right back into a breakout, which means that the peak isn't locked in. In this case, I had so much higher time frame confluence pushing this up. I would rather buy. And for my setups on breakouts, I require in on the weekly. I'm looking for an H1 low fake out to continue the move up. So we get this H1 low fake out right here, right above the last H1 breakout level. So when we're above that H1 breakout level, this is a breakout high, and we're faking out a previous low. That is a breakout continuation. We're in an H1 breakout high, faking out that previous low. That is a breakout continuation move to the upside. So that means that the peak is not locked in, and the H1 is still traveling up to its peak. And so entered straight off the H1. Like this, stop loss at the low of that H1. And on breakouts, I don't have on breakout continuations. I don't have a target. I just trail to see how long this move will last. So I have no idea if this move wants to continue up, but because all hard time frames were bullish, I would rather buy than reverse this move. Lots of times I see traders try to reverse moves right at the previous day high. Once a previous high gets triggered, they're immediately looking for a reversal. But in this case, we have all hard time frame confluence pushing up. And so I would not be taking reversals on this move. And even if I wanted to take a reversal, we're above the H8. So H8 is in breakout. To reverse that move, I require an H4 high fake out. So I do get that H4 high fake out here. I get the M15 reversal and bias over here with this momentum bar, but it did not close below the previous day high. Once it does close below the previous day high, I could see myself taking a reversal, but the H1 breakout level is right here. And so I don't want to be trading right into a bullish H1. So even if I wanted to take a trade, I need the H1 to be on my side, and I would not be taking a reversal just purely based off this previous day high. And so again, price may continue down, and I might be wrong, but because I have higher time frame alignment, I'd rather be buying than taking a sell, and that's it. Did not look at any other market. The H8 on gold didn't get triggered until just now, and so I wasn't looking at this. I use the H8 to tell me where I am, how the M15 closes. If it closes above or below, that's when I refer to the chart to see where I am above previous lows, above, I use a breakout level as a reference, and I see if I'm above that breakout level and see how the H8 closed above or below these lows, highs, like that. So previously, before this, I had no reference to see where gold was moving. So yeah, that's the only trade I took. First trade of the week, actually. Did not take any trade yesterday. Did not like how the market was moving, and there was news later on. Whenever that guy speaks, market always starts moving and stalls right before. So no trades for me. This is the first trade of the week, and that's it. Did my Asia Forex pairs, but did not really pay attention to them. Yeah, just focused on Nikkei today. And that's it. Now, don't know if I'll be trading London today, but if I do, I'll post something up.